Hello. We got Western United and Newcastle Jets for this match here. Just recently seen Central Coast Mariners and Adelaide United play. Adelaide United winning 3-1 after coming from behind. Jewett scored for Central Coast Mariners first in the 6th minute, and Halloran for Adelaide in the 26th. Melasonic and Osby with the other goals for Adelaide there. They're mainly in control of the game. And the goal for Western United is Kuto. Got Culliver and Durante and Gilliam and defence. Got Wisdom, Peckham, Judic and Payne in the midfield. Got Delamente, Bawisha and McDonald up front. For Newcastle, up front got Hoffman. Other striking force got Fitzgerald, Ken Oski, and the other part of the midfield got Kuladrum, Topper Stanley, Jackson and Milner in defence, and Glenn Moss is the goalkeeper. Western United, the new team to the competition there, they started off the season pretty well in second place there. So see if they can get that form going in this match and future matches. And I do predict to win this game there. They've got quite a bit of quality about them. Well, Newcastle Jets on the table there is currently in 10th place there. Haven't won a game, 2 draws and 2 defeats. So yeah, substitutions for the match. Got Hamil, Persis, Stampolo, Burgess, Epa Kubi, and Scott. That's for Western United. For Newcastle, got Bogards, Petros, Italiano, Simmons, and Amelios. The players are just coming onto the field now. Western United and the green colours there. Got a lot more atmosphere about them. In the Central Coast Mariners, they're quite an empty stadium there. Mariners are putting pretty awful. Not to be clean sheet in any of their matches. Yeah, 3 wins, a draw and a defeat so far in the league. Newcastle are going to struggle in this next year, but you never know in these games. Western United been turning around deficits in matches there. Had a 2-0 deficit recently against Victory before they managed to win 3-2 there. I do have some of my Wellington Phoenix, old Wellington Phoenix players in their squad there, with Durante and the coach well too, Western United. So a lot of experience, shall we say, in their team. So it's not like they just all new players there in the new squad. Yeah, bit of a unfair start, I guess. They're busy shaking hands at the moment there into the field. Any school predictions for you guys? just a bit of restriction of what runs the flight should be just a couple of minutes left to go before we get underway. Other matches for this round. Matches tomorrow, but Brisbane more against Melbourne City and Sydney against Melbourne Victory. Got a few teams not playing this week. It's been just the one team previously, but it's got Wellington against and a couple others there. Well, the international break is also going on there. My New Zealand team lost against the Republic Island in the friendly game, while Australia managed to get a victory over Jordan. Beating in Alexandria Dimitri against the reporter, blah blah. Let's see the Western United flag there. It's big W, green, white, colourful. But Newcastle strip doesn't look as appealing. Bentley team, just like a white sort of plain lamp, but plain. Depending how much come into teams kits there. See how much VAR this time there. See quite a bit of drama. Goals cancelled happened previously. So you never really know until they get back to the halfway line whether or not the goal counts or not. Watching this on beIN Sports 5. Iranian referee, that's a bit different. Got McDonald coming on the pitch there, number 10, before we get underway. Like everyone's in position, just about to kick off there. And we're underway. Takes 7 minutes past the posted time, but we're underway. Yep, second game after that. Canlade for the first half. Western United in position here, as you would expect them to have the bulk of the position and control of the game. Currently just passing it between the players. Here comes the long ball there, and it's cleared away for the Newcastle Jets. And back to the goalkeeper there. So Newcastle Jets on the fly here in the opposition half. Few headers going around in the box there. And cleared away. There's some players coming back from that international match against Jordan there, so could be a bit tired. Here comes Western United on a potential counter there, but only one player field, so it's going to be a hold up pass back. And goes for the long cross, and it's comfortably collected by the Newcastle goalkeeper of what was the name? Moss, yeah, that's right. Any small predictions for you people? Leave in the comments below there. Quite helpful. Any thoughts about this game? As Western United controlling position at the moment there. It's mainly in the own half, comfortable wars, keeps control of position there and the build up. Some long cross passes. Durante, Culver, long ball up forward. Cleared. Nothing too much happening at the moment there, just a few headers back and forwards. And big kicks line. Here comes Newcastle with 3-on-3. Good takes the shots and clear away. Now it's on the halfway line as Newcastle Jets winning a bit of position there. Go for 1-2, but don't quite work in that occasion. Andy Harper was one of the commentators for this game on BN Sports. But Wisher was a bit annoyed there because he thought he had the last touch, but not. Flatus appeals for a corner kick there, but nothing going. Couple of undecisive decisions there, one with the throw in and then the other one with possible corner. But nope. Again underway for the goal kick. It's onto the halfway line now. As there's a bit of space for Western United to 1 and 2. Here they come down the left hand side. With the boo. 17-year-old back in January last year. Diamante, here they come onto the box nearly. They've got a corner kick now. Western United, best opportunity so far. Just going to take the corner. Bit of a wait for this corner kick. No one's there at the moment. Eventually comes over. Let's see how good the cross is in. And he's already cleared away. Bacon's back in again. And then Weissel clears it away. But back again. They're building down the left hand side on the edge of the box. Ton of pain. And that looks like another corner kick there. Yep, corner kick. There's a couple of corner kicks. Consistent pressure starting to build. Keep that up and I might manage to make it count. Here comes the corner. What in the middle? Free header. Ooh. Appeals for handball. Or a penalty kick. And it's determined to be offside instead. Might have to look at a VAR for that. So there goes an interesting decision there. Handball appeals and offside calls. Here's the replay of it. Hits the arm, but right beside the body there. So it should be fine. and there's no offside. So we play on, but the offside call shouldn't be given though. And I got smacked with the being angry at the officials there again. Meanwhile, Newcastle fine, throwing it, passing it around, trying to go for the right hand side there. Ooh, only cleared away with a header, and now West United just get away off that one. Newcastle nearly scored after a possible foul as well. Corner kick for Newcastle. So Newcastle on the corner kick here. Can they make this one count? Here it comes in the middle and away. Interesting start so far with handful of penalties and a couple of corner kicks and stuff like that. That was not being given. Just onto the 2-minute mark now. So on the halfway line there, Western United coming forward, switching it left and right, and oh, good spot on the box here, coming through, but should have took a shot there. Chances still on, but they still got the ball, but numbers are all compacted in. And just managed to hold on to it still onto the edge of the box. And there it goes. Michael Dan is living on the sideline there. Quite animated coach for Western United. So Newcastle clears the ball and the free kick for them on their defensive third. Marco Dan has a lot to stay. It's only been 10 minutes so far. A possible penalty appeal, and nearly going behind after a foul not being given and things like that. So things not quite going Western United's way so far. So Newcastle win possession now, and they win a free kick as well too into Western United's third. More complaints Western United there. They're still quite far out though for Newcastle. Jets to have a direct strike at it, so they cross them to the edge of the area. With Patrachos. And here comes the flicker on, and sits away. And defended the corner kick that time. Back to the halfway line. Patrachos and Hossein. Newcastle Jets maintaining possession a bit more there. The commentators for this game include winning speed in the half. No, I can't show it here. Copyright issues and stuff like that. So talking about the match, currently 0-0 between Western United and Newcastle Jets. Sorry, it's please. It's an interesting game so far. There. Some potential penalty kick opportunities and a couple of misfired shots and stuff. And Mark Dan being delivered on the sideline. Here comes the ball way over the top, Western United, and oh, that was a big opportunity for Western United there. Cutback coming on and not getting the finisher. And now the Newcastle Jets in the break, 4-3, and covered end-to-end stuff there. Western United, they had the best opportunity. They had like two players that was completely open on the edge of the box there and just didn't get a clean shot at it. Well, it got straight into the defender, I should say. That should really made much more of that. But how much for Western United with that? As here comes Newcastle coming down the left hand side. And then bubble free kick there with buttons. Here comes Western United now down the left hand side there. Only one player in the box, 5 defenders. Passes it back. And there's no way for that time, mate. But they are keeping it alive. And ping ball in the box now. Still alive, McDonald. And went for a goal in the end. Step across that. That's for a goal kick the other. Yeah, Scott McDonald's effort seemed like a cross, but it's went into the near the top right hand corner of the goal. Nearly wrap it up. Currently on the stats there, got 2 shots each, and none on target with Western United. That's the 80% position. We're starting to get a bit more of a feel of the game now, though. I thought as early stages we just pass the ball around and gain position and try and get into the game really after a bit of a break. Here comes Newcastle Jets on a potential break here. Got like 4-4. Here comes the Whites. And cleared by Adam Colbert at the end. Western United. And Western United are trying to go for a back-to-back kind of attacks here. They'll try their stuff there, but numbers are back quicker for Newcastle Jets then. So now they're going to slow it down, pass it through some of the midfielders. But you see a lot more these days there that counter attacks are more crucial. Now it's 3-on-2, 4-on-2. The Newcastle Jets get caught stranded. Wow. Newcastle Jets really should have scored there. 4-on-2 somehow, completely out of nowhere from the halfway line. Normally the counter attacks are from the opposition. Third, but this time it's just on the halfway line though. Just somehow completely gone. So I should say that Newcastle Jets should have scored a goal there. Western United Probably should have scored a goal themselves as well too earlier, but still 0-0 after 17 minutes. Here comes Newcastle Jets again here, 5-on-4 this time, as it goes for a corner kick. Yeah, a lot of defensive vulnerabilities on both squads now. Bartos with a corner kick. Kurto gets a bit of a hand to it, clears it away, and ambitious shots from the edge of the box. I guess the deflections are out for another corner kick for Newcastle. And he goes into the box. Top of Stanley. Swings the leg no good. Now Western United looking for Carter. Challenge committed to stop that for this year. Some nice tempo about it now though. Both sides want to attack, trying to sort the hoops top there. Can you guys see me okay there? Or no, a bit too far. Here comes Newcastle again there. They're going to come down the right hand side. Newcastle and broken. And now Western United to make it on the left hand side here. Well, hold on to. Top of the Stanley coming in these goals. That time it was in the halfway line. Sort of a bit of a massive sort of challenge. So Western United's to the attack here. Throwing it in. And whistle goes straight away after that for them. Just whatever there. Bush is raising his hands up. Okay, he must have waited for the king to shoot him. Okay. So 21 minutes gone, still 0-0 there. But still enough to get us out of the back line. Newcastle into Western United's third at the moment there. Trying to switch lads on the right hand side. But, yeah, they come down the left hand side, trying to out of room there, but keep them. Columbus. Blakovic. Here they come. Oh, this is looking really good. Oh, it's slipped over at the one time. Now Western United on the counter attack there. What can they make out of this? It seems Newcastle Jets are having more numbers defensively with Western United 5 these counter attacks compared to Newcastle gets their counter attacks and Western United's been really vulnerable and defensive where they have like 1 or 2 numbers scored at potential times there. So that's something to watch out for. So Wilson Speed, Andy Hartman actually tops them commentators in this one for the beIN Sports Live. You can watch these matches on YTV.S website. There's also other ones like Circuit website. Oh yeah, you'd bet on Western United. They are a pretty good team there. They Andrew Joante, former Wellington Phoenix, playing their squad there. They're part of my Wellington Phoenix squad since I'm New Zealander for the last 11 years now. Also got some other experienced players like Bruce Borgia, and they're currently second place in the table there, so they've been doing quite well. At the moment, yeah, they might not have the best out of this game so far, possibly, because Newcastle have been putting on a good performance so far in these early stages. It'll be interesting to see how the match develops. So Newcastle on the attack again on the right hand side and cleared away. Lukaku enjoys on the school feet week after week. Katumbas lifting it in. Ooh. Newcastle coming in here and going into this game a lot more after being more defensive to start with. Oh, and Hoffman with a shot. That was a possible opportunity there with Western United defender player. So I'm saying Newcastle Jets are more likely to score the first goal at the moment there. How much does the match change on the first goal? Usually quite a bit. I wish if you can put one there. Western United trying to go for something, but Newcastle Jets have a lot of numbers at the back there. But they have won a free kick now. Well, they just quite quickly, so aware of how much. You know, the likes of Wisham and Andrew Delante together, they should be able to score goals between them. Mm. Newcastle nearly getting a hold of another one there on the counter. Now it's Western United coming down the left-hand side there. Scott McDonald, a long shot. Well, they finally got a shot away there, but it was off target from some distance. Scotty McDonald came in and holds his hands on the space there, but it wasn't as great a chance as they had previously when it was inside the box. This one was outside the box and clearly wide. Yeah, Scott McDonald previously played 241 Scottish games, 160 goals. So quite a bit of a switch of movement to Australia for the A-League and Scotland. Long for only for Newcastle Jets. And the basically made no progress on that one because it headed back into about the same spot on the halfway line. Columbus went in a well and free kick being awarded. Indeed, Talbot, the one that commanded the challenge then. Couple of whistles now for the referee. Let's be careful, might concede some yellow cards. Haven't seen a yellow card so far in this match there, but once the foul is out up there, it'll come along at some point. So here comes a dangerous opportunity for Newcastle. Whipped into the box there. I thought it just went all the way through there, but last chance. Western Yellow, we can pick up from the goal line. Yeah, so I whipped them straight to the goalie, and then sort of a little bit dropped, but it's always a bit safer for the goalies. Man, Western United on other balls over. Now it's like 4-4 into the box. Then another cover cleaning it away for Western United. And whip them again. Ooh, into the goalie's hands that time. Yeah, Newcastle been completely dominant in recent stages. They have a look how many shots they have now. Yeah, it just says 3 shots each on a target. Quite a decent visits, but that's not the same way. And they come again, Hoffman crossing in. Oh, and brilliant save, Kuto. And they're still coming forward. And Hoffman again, and cleared away again. Back-to-back saves there for Kuto. It's Newcastle Jets nearly still. They should have scored by now with Hoffman on the shots. And now they've got a corner kick here, so they're all over Western United. Up the Tashos and Cop Stanley and clear away. But Newcastle Jets will come again here. Darkovic playing the strings in the midfield. Got Fitzgerald, not to the lad. Newcastle keep hold of the ball there. And they really have 1-2 passes going really well there into the left hand side. That looks offside from the player, but played on. And Petrachos shoots a play. Attack after attack after attack after attack. Now Western United can clear the danger as they get a goal kick. It carries on like this. Newcastle Jets will find their goal. Western United is struggling to get some passes together with it now. As it's been their half as Newcastle got hold of their ball. They've always done turnovers inside their half. And they come on the right hand side now. A couple of the bots. These and for a fine there. Dangerous positions. Got the number 16 taking the foot on there into the box with 4 players in the middle. The try toss into the left, so there's no chance. And Kurto off the line to smother it in. Western United living dangerously. Western United living dangerously. As it's their turn attack there. They're coming down the left hand side into the Newcastle's territory third. And all. And now they have a good chance here, but clear. Oh, it's offside anyway. Scott McDonald on the opportunity there. Goalkeepers behind their part there making some good saves. And Thomas Stanley on the other end there. The titles. Must get back in the ball on each of the box, but not like hands ball by the side. And once we're passing and clear away. Washington and win back. And Newcastle Jets have a lot more energy and passion about winning these football games. See how much that ties them up. Like 10 minutes to go before half time. Still Western United nil, Newcastle Jets nil. It's been mostly Newcastle Jets with the opportunities. Yeah. Shots after shots, a lot more commitment and energy and stuff like that going in. And Western United being put on numbers. Defensively, Newcastle have been a lot more compact and there's been very little space for Western United to get into. Ever since the start, we probably should have scored early on the game. And that was no sort again. Miller, which Hodges. Oh, and here's the goal. Through the defense, slipping. Had been coming, came through what for the middle there. Just an easy tap on the land, really falling. Newcastle gets they've scored. It's 1-0. Absolutely deserved that goal there. Yeah, just a nice, simple through ball into the middle. Not bad on it. Well, Thurgate was on the score sheet there. 36 minutes in. So Newcastle lead 1-0. That's his second league goal. 19-year-old Thurgate. Well, if the score that makes sense there. So maybe Western United might wake up after going behind there. The 19-year-old kid. Well, the game needed a goal, and there it was. Once Western United's response going to be there, they won the ball at the moment. the defensive half. It's Newcastle that has a play next week there, so they can really put a lot more energy in later than have a break. So yeah, that was all colours there. Well, Western United finally into Newcastle's third nearly, but just some halfway passes going at the moment. Giving McDonald for Payne in the back. And he gets the cross, but comfortably caught by Moss on the goal. Let's see, push for Western United. A little bit more pressure on these Newcastle Jets in their field now. Yeah, just keep pressing, trying to win the ball back, trying to do what Newcastle did to you before. You can see Western United with a good position now after Newcastle being more likely to sit back and hold on to the advantage and stuff like that. Kind of Payne down the left hand side, like Dylan, Jackson, clear away. And here they come again down the left hand side into the box. And out for corner for him. Yeah, one for one inside the middle box. Oh, that's actually a corner kick. And cleared away. Yeah, the commentators tricked me and said it was a full instead of a corner, and I thought it was a corner instead of a full. Western United looking a bit more threatening now, though. As that one is going to shoot out and dive the goal kick. And Moss will take this goal kick. Punts it upfield. Newcastle on the ball. The Tratos of Chungos. And another player there is this. He's of the same position. He's down the edge of the area there for Chipman. And steered away from the goal now. And well scrambled back for Newcastle. And now Western United look vulnerable against here. Fitzgerald getting by line. Tratos. Now everything to settle down again there. Got Miller on the right hand side. And rebound Gotham, so it's a goal kick. So I repeat the scoreline, it's 1-0 to the Newcastle Jets. And that deserved it so far there. With some more shots and pressing. Western United is short of numbers defensively. Stats wise, it's 10 shots to 3 for Newcastle Jets, 3 to none on target. So that is some complete domination there. So the 1-0 lead definitely deserves. But based on that, maybe even 2-0 lead might be more worthwhile. Western United had Newcastle coming down the left hand side now. Chapman going to come in, but just being steered away from the looking. How many people thought Newcastle Jets would beat Western United? That's kind of what's happening at the moment. There's still another half a foot to go, obviously. Yes, they seem to have lost the stream at the moment, so I'm going to get that back again. That's the problem with the online streams, it sort of comes and goes. And set it back up again. Another time again, set it back up. Just a pain. Yeah. Minute mark there. Still 1 minute for Newcastle, 1 minute ahead of all. So yeah, Newcastle has got the goal they play at the start of the game. It's been a number of opportunities with Western United calling for a penalty for one shots. Two, two people were trying to get onto the end of it. Yeah, they could have scored and stuff like that. But otherwise, yeah, Newcastle and the counter attacks there with Western United scrambled numbers. That's been the main story of the half. Just got a few more seconds left to go to get to half time. Western United trying to get a late one here. But not going to happen. And any second now, looking for a blow of whistle. Woo, 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 woo. 30 seconds overtime, and there it goes. The half time, the against the third gate, they scored the goal, 36 minutes in. Well, it was a nice full ball, middle of, well, put in the middle of the goal mark there. It set up nicely and then just got the home. Interference, Chipman. Saying they made a few mistakes and they were tackling them. And hopefully you can get a win today. Newcastle Jets saying that don't give a lot away, don't give them many chances, and it's been quite solid. Been good patient. Hard cross and Very good in the middle. And they need to switch on and get 3 points one way or another for the second half. Yeah, West United need to have a much better half than that if they want to continue out of the game there. I expect they will do. And it'll be interesting to have a look at the odds, what the current odds for the game is likely. If this 1-0 deficit for them, maybe TAB website there to have a look at. What's the lows? Feel free to leave your thoughts and upcoming predictions for this match in the comment section below. If you're watching this on delay, or if you happen to be watching this live. Here it is, $5 Western United, $3.30 for the draw, $1.72 favourites for Newcastle Jets. Yeah, somewhat surprising. I mean, 5-1 Western United. Still usually sort of expecting to do better in this second half thing, but yeah, but the bookies think Newcastle Jets will hold on to this advantage and win it, so yeah, so I'm not sure if I agree with that one. But at the moment, with all the position and stats and stuff like that, it seems like Newcastle Jets will go on to win this game, but there's two halves of football. And I think there's a lot of different halves stuff, so once the coach speaks to the players, home player behind you, there's a lot of impact in the game there. Currently, Newcastle Jets 12 shots to 4, and 4 to none on target. Even though the Western United had 69% possession, but just not much holes in the Newcastle Jets defence because they haven't been exposed on their counter attacks. Western United has been when they've been pushing their numbers forward. They basically only have like 1 or 2 players back defensively. What Newcastle managed to string for like 3 or 4 players on a few different occasions there. They could have easily taken the lead against Western United doing what they did. They do have the deserved lead currently, but it's just the one goal now of advantage. Yeah, so now we have to do all the waiting again. As we're currently on the half-time break, so if there's anything you want to discuss while we wait for the second half to begin, now is the time. But just to review, the other match that was today was LA United against the Central Coast Mountains, where LA United managed to win 3-1 after the Central Coast Mountains opened the scoring with Jurek scoring a penalty kick after 6 minutes. Other win equalised for Adelaide in the 26th minute. Malay Selick took the lead for Adelaide on the 38th minute, and Osbev in the 45th minute. Adelaide United also had a penalty kick in the second half that got saved as they could have extended to their winning margin in the end. Central Coast Mountains had a few opportunities to pull a goal back, but otherwise it was quite dominant victory for Adelaide United as they had 26 shots to 11, 12 shots to 6 on target, and it was 52% possession wisely. And other upcoming matches, Heavens tomorrow, got Brisbane War against Melbourne City, and Sydney against Melbourne Victory. And now I'm seeing some highlights of their third gate goal, and we got nicely sliding in. Yeah, the story so far, the headline is the third gate slots, just the second A-League goal. Yeah, somewhat surprised there hasn't been any yellow cards in this game there, because there was quite a lot of fouls committed. But yeah, what the foul count has been. 8 fouls for Newcastle Jets, 4 fouls for Western United. And a Swan has got each chance. What's the other headline? Can the thoughts from Archie Thompson now? Yeah, well, Coach Merrick being frustrated by some of the referee decisions, there was some other fouls and maybe a potential penalty kick, even if it was wipe out the arm and stuff like that. It's not going anywhere. Western United have come from behind to win on 2 occasions this season. So maybe it was 5-1 odds. Might have been reasonably good value against Newcastle Jets that haven't won the game yet this season. Yeah, so Newcastle has been quite good swallowing the run. Western has been quite good comebacks. So Newcastle recent favourites for this game there, so it was surprising. But if you know something I don't, let me know. Yeah, Western United love coming from behind. That's when they come out and play their best football. They've been home ground behind them there. They've been rebooted, energised right at the beginning, so it'll be important for Newcastle Jets to hold on for the first 15 or so minutes there and get a second goal and put the game to bed. Joking about mustaches. Also, to review the last week's results there, if you didn't realise, Melbourne City beat Central Coast now 3-1. Newcastle Jets, this team had that 1-1 draw against Perth Glory there, as they took the lead full half on in the 31st minutes before Castro in the 86th minute equalised for Perth Glory, as they didn't quite get their first win of the season. Western United had a 2-1 victory over Western Wanderers, and that was one of the games that they came from behind after Duke opened for Western Sydney after 5 minutes. Jointe equalised in the 13th minute before Pepe Kirby in the 58th minute. Victory in my opinion Ironically, this team picked up a first point for the season there. They took the early advantage after the 5th minute with Delavia penalty kick before Televoria equalised in the 66th minute. Melbourne looked to be quite dominant in the second half there, so a point, well earned. And Adelaide United got a 1-0 victory over Brisbane Roar with one of the Reed's late goal in the match. So you've got like another 5 or so minutes to go before we get to the second half, so that should be quite good when it comes back on it. So I don't run out of things to talk about. But hello to all those people watching the replay there, thanks for tuning in. And if you're watching live, leave a comment below so we can have a bit of a discussion while we wait. Before we see if Western United manages to come back in this game there, or Newcastle find the second goal, or will there be no goals in the second half? And just hang on for that 1-0 victory. While we're waiting, I might as well go through some of the Euro qualifier games that happened today there. So I didn't preview any of these games. They were supposed to preview a couple of them. But yeah, I didn't. Let's see. We had Norway against Faroe Islands, Norway winning 4-0. Greece against Armenia, Greece won the game 1-0. Finland against Liechtenstein, Finland winning 3-0. Italy beating Bosnia 3-0. Denmark got a thumping 6-0 win over Gibraltar. Sweden beat Romania 2-0. Switzerland got an hour 1-0 win over Georgia. And Spain destroyed Malta 7 goals to 0. So quite unusual for one match day for all matches for one side to score and the other side not to score, as they happen for all 8 games. 8 teams scored goals and the other side didn't. Coming to yesterday's games there, I did preview a couple. Turkey and Iceland got a 0-0 draw. England beat Montenegro 7-0. Sweden 3-2 against Luxembourg. Luxembourg are doing quite well these days, considering. And France beat Moldova 2-1. Preview that game where Moldova 80-1 to win. And they opened the scoring for France with a couple of goals, somewhat controversial. 6-0 win for Portugal, 2-1 for Czech, and Albania and Andorra 2-2. Okay, we're just about to get underway now. And here we go. Here comes the second half. And better get back to the match. Mark Dance and are playing too slow and playing into their hands on the sideline. Stretch them a bit more. Get behind if we can. Yeah, interesting hearing the coach's sports on the sideline there while the game's going down. Here comes Western United there, coming down the left hand side, in and out, trying to defend there, comes the cross there, into the far hand box. Oh, played just off the goal line. Well, that was a good start. First minute in, actually get the ball into the box there. Clean and off the goal line. So that's a good start on the push. Need more of that. And a free kick for Western United again, this time in the halfway line. So no real danger. And Western United 2 come from behind victories. Newcastle Jets, no wins. Hmm, strange. Play was carried on there. Newcastle got the pick of the net, but that was committed previously. That was a bit strange one. Here comes Newcastle inside the box there. On a pushing and shoving going on. And eventually the free kick awarded for Newcastle Jets. Seemed like it was going to be awarded the other way there. Yeah, so hands around the chest there. For the number 16. Has decided that Newcastle wins this weekend. So got the number 10, which is the Tritos. The Tritos on the free kick here, right near the edge of the area. It's a good opportunity. So Boston and punch clear by Kuchel and goal. And they're going to rebuild again. Oh, got 3 numbers on the breakaway, 3 to 5. So it's enough on the defense there. But here comes the right hand side one. Oh, Wisdom with the header straight down on the ground though. Plenty of minutes on the clock there. Ten 45 PM moment, but it feels quite hot. When I have the window open and stuff. Nick off Fitzgerald on the sideline. They get a throw in. Newcastle do. Australia State's Newcastle winless. Last 2 games have been leading at half-time. West United have been leading the last 2 games. Probably not been behind. So carry that on. 33 and somehow West United do it again. You can hear the fans whistling like away. Oof, some really pressure being put onto Western United here. They're passing it very dangerously at defence there. Can't they clear it away? But for Wisher coming forward. For Wisher, Winston, Dimension. Here comes the Costco pass in the left there, but way up. Back to old Chapman. Wisdom comes Weston. Some nice moves going here inside the box now. Payne and went to Glad once they come forward back. Yeah, Weston had an opportunity there. Glad and got to Glad. Oh, now he got Sullivan. He's got a back injury now. Plays getting stopped automatically, even though it wasn't him injury. So it's an interesting decision by referee at the stop of the game there, even though it's just a back injury. So Uson McCallum. And he's coming straight home. So yeah, that's pretty bad. Shouldn't have stopped the game there anyway, really. Uson McCallum going down really around for a bit of Hollywood. And, yeah, the game should just carry on until the team decides to cut the ball out and then more of the time being on the sidelines there. Here comes McDonald. Gollum. McDonald, Fuente, West United, building a bit like here. Houston. Boston, the left hand side for Payne. And Glenn Moss starts ball catch inside there. And Newcastle, possible 2-2-1 counter attack here. Oh, completely missed the left hand side pass there. That was a great opportunity. 2-1 if the pass just went like that. Then they could have been 1-1 with the goalie possibly. But just, didn't get the right connection on it. But, Western United have to chase this game here, so they have to be a bit more riskier, and they'll give Newcastle Jets more opportunities on the counter attack to get a 2-0 lead. It's around how many opportunities they had in the first half to take the lead when it was still 0-0. I mean, but they will end up doing it. for me, I bet Western United to win this match. I think I went for like a 2-1 victory. But currently 1-0 for Newcastle. Have deserved it so far. Even in the second half there, Western United have more football there, but there's a couple of chances, but nothing huge compared to Newcastle's 2-on-1 opportunity before. So, awkward ball bouncing at the box there. Western United cleaning it away. They try to keep build up like attack here, slow and steady. Slowly making their way forward up the pitch there. Western United building here, the cross comes into the box. But Wisher, top of Stanley, and Phil Medjay. Now that was an opportunity on the edge of the area, just going for the shots, trying to go for the right hand corner. But that's still reasonable. Bit of Tiger there, but a natural opportunity though. Oh, yeah, we're playing that part of it, the referee blew the whistle when Ursa Gillum went down injured there, and it was just back. And Newcastle Jets had a great opportunity to counter attack there. Here comes Western United. Oh, and is he going to get to this ball on the left hand side? Yes, he does just. As this as this the moment they might find a breakthrough. Switching sides. Trying to go for Chapman and sliding and challenge there. Dean Legal. And now it's 4-4. That Matry trying to go for the cross and too far away. I mean, yeah, that was an interesting foul decision there. They could have gone the other way. Hazu is the Begini is the referee for tonight's match. Here comes Western United with Payne. Comes inside the box there. Level 1. Oh, but trying to go for a sneaky backheel kick there. Didn't quite work out. And played away, Newcastle got a free kick here. And now they got up a bit of a break where he goes down injured. Starting to get a lot more scrappy with these challenges and things there. Spires and Who haven't seen the yellow card yet? We'll leave on each number things. Who will get the first yellow card of the game? Here comes Newcastle coming down the left hand side. Petrajos, Culver, and then Western United got the ball here as they try to quickly scramble through, but there's just not as much room to move. As Western United has to score the next goal, so Newcastle won't push too many numbers forward. Demetri, Jetson clearing. Finding the passes, but can they find the gaps, small gaps as this Newcastle walls of defence? As they're clearing the ball away, kicking away. And goes back to Glenn Moss. And Newcastle on the break or touch. Here comes Western United. They come down to each of the area on the right hand side. And challenge scored. So now here comes the free kick in a dangerous position. And there goes the yellow card for Fitzgerald as well too. So a great opportunity here for Western United. As the advantage was played, pulled back as well too. And Nicholas Fitzgerald with the yellow card for them. Cop foot. Got Jutic, the number 12 over the ball here. It's only maybe like 5 minutes outside the edge of the area. Then go for the direct shots. Himself. Alessandro, yeah, it's deflected over the bar. So corner kick. Here comes the corner. So way too far away. But I've one up a corner kick though, so more question building. Free kick and corner kicks. Here comes the corner from the other side on the left hand side. Maybe. Oh, that was a great opportunity. And Moss saving it to the left. Was on the half volley there. One on the left hand corner. And then Clint Moss spam it across goal. But I don't think we got a touch on the end anyway. But hit him really wide. That was a decent opportunity. That one for us. Western United. Got Russia making moves. Miller, who's there? And keeper comes behind it and got it. Glenn Moss has got the ball, but it's fine. A little bit of signs of life for Western United, but still no real clear cut chances, I'd say. But they absolutely dominating the position at the moment. 62% position for the match. Short a wee going around there, going for the far right hand corner. And rebuild again. Flipping over, falling over. And another free kick for Western United there. This is with the match way over the ball. What the? Oh, feels the handball. Nothing doing at this stage. But, the VAR checking in at the moment. Haven't heard much from the VAR in this match, but the last match so far. Oh, looked into dangerous area. Cleared away, so the VAR check must have been done away. Yeah, that one, the ball whipped in, and Mata Lopez and the goalkeeper and headed wide over the bar. And goal kick time, so Newcastle moves out ahead on the halfway line. Western United come again here. Substitution time for Western United. Max Burgess is going to come on, and Chapman is the player that's going to be sent off. Probably got like 25 minutes if you include stage time left to go. Dispossessed. Western United, they are trying to create more. Burgess, bench number 23. Oh, here it is. And it's in. 1-1. Josh Worthman is the one that gets on the end of it. Well, it has been coming Western United in the second half. Ball came in, Costin, and headed it from Wisdom in the 70th minute. It was 1-1. So Will Western United can win this match now. Stadium erupts. Huh. 176 came for Wisdom. He's experienced guy compared to Newcastle Jets 38 score there. But now we still have to check the goal to make sure it's legitimate with the offside thing there. Oh, And after all that, here comes VAR. Have a look at what's happened here. Hmm. And he's offside. So it's back to 1-0 for Newcastle. To see the replay, it's Croatia for Connor Payne and pretty comfortably offside actually. Huh. Well, at least it was a clear cut offside thing there, but you think should have been able to hear about that like virtually straight away since it was that obvious that was offside. Hmm. Yeah, after all that talk about 156 games and leveling it up and Western United to come back and possibly win the game. Offside goal straight to the end. But how the linesman missed that offside to begin with though was baffling. But Western United trying to make sure that doesn't deter them as they like come back in here. Ball, ball over the top of Payne and slaved over the top. Well, it was less than a minute later and they nearly found it that time. Here comes the corner kick. Oh, and Moss saved that one again. It's back-to-back saves within a minute after that side goal. Jeez. It was for Wisher they had their header from the corner kick. Tipped over and saved, and here comes another corner kick. That time, more comfortable to get it away. Yeah, Western United absolutely dominating and creating loads of opportunities now. And they come again here. And Newcastle safe. And they're going to come away on the counter on the right hand side. Fitzgerald went out of the room there. Kowalski going to the left hand side for Hoffman. They couldn't miss. On the energy and flow about this game now here. Western United desperate to actually get the equalising goal that they got denied. Western having moved earlier on. Yeah, could have got the goal there, but offside by the actual big margin compared to just like a nose or something. Yeah, Newcastle surviving that big scare there, but still have to hold on for the rest of this match. It's kind of tough. Here comes Connor. He's firing his body everywhere at the moment there, Glenn Moss for Newcastle. But here comes Western United again here. Watch your back. Blocked away. Hoffman as Newcastle trying to break away, possible 2-2, but Western United get it, and now they're going to cut scramble forward again here. ball over the top, coming forward, but too far. Ooh, catch should whiff. Yeah, Newcastle in their life there. Tale of two houses I mentioned there. I thought Western United would be a lot more thinking towards the second half here and have a good opportunity to turn this game around, but hasn't technically happened yet in terms of the scoreline, in terms of the play. It definitely has. As the wish, sneaky play carried on, passing with the ball on the ground here as they're carrying on heading towards the box. And trying to go for Boston to the box. They have three numbers in there. But it's great to run the extra theory at the moment. Yeah. And oh, jeez. From that angle, we tipped on the crossbar. Jeez, that would have been a stunning goal from such an angle. Here comes the corner kick. And so this one looks dangerous. It's ping ball around the box that time. And ball was out of play. Oh, as Newcastle Jets could have been away there on the counter attack there. Was if that Jason Hoffman's being yellow carded for Newcastle. It could have been like a time wasting yellow card potentially. Here comes the Jets on the counter. But Stewart and in the middle and saves from Makuto. And Newcastle hasn't had too many opportunities in the second half there, but only takes one to really kill them off and get the second. Oh, sweet position myself there, but not comfortable. Only got 11 minutes left to go, plus it on top. Yeah, just the one goal score of this game with Thurgate. As we had that disallowed goal. Langolios on for Newcastle, and Thurgate is the player off to see what he can do on a defensive end there as Newcastle try to hang on for their first win of the season. Yeah, Wisdom was the player that thought he made it 1-1, but clearly offside in the ball. But he come Western United again on the build up with Connor Payne. Connor Payne in retreat mode as Western try to rebuild again. Switched it up to the right hand side there. Think Nantry. Busher trying to go for and sliding in, winning it back as well too. A lot more commitment shown about Western United. And half that away is still not going away as pinball stuff there. As Western United are flying bodies forward, carrying on. And through ball still collecting onto it, Ranty. Payne, half that away, and they're fully cleared away. It's still in Newcastle's third of the pitch there. As Western United carrying on passing the ball. All the possession for them. And it's going to go off the way of Payne on the left-hand side. Now does White and and hit his team player's face. Then Borussia. Corner kicks can give him, but it seemed like it came off Borussia's face there. Yeah, clearly a goal kick, wasn't it? Yeah. So here comes the corner kick that shouldn't have been awarded and cleared away. Yeah, hit the back of Borussia there and Arts. Clear cut. That was a bizarre call from the officials. Hasn't been the best day for the referee there. But Newcastle were trying to hold on to the ball a bit better. So Newcastle with Miller, Petratus, and good opportunity here for Newcastle, but no, for the left hand side. And West United are quick to get on with things from their goal kick there. Sure, they have a few more chances left to go. They've had 8 of the last 10 shots. Yeah, it's 14 to 13 shots overall there, and 5 to 2 on target for Newcastle Jets. In the first half, was like way in favour of Newcastle here. And another substitution of Ross coming on for Newcastle, and Fitzgerald as the player sacrificed. And that time, a free kick cleared away. Yusuf all the way through the edge of the area. The manager trying to go for the counter. Nothing going, the body's flying in there. Some 1-2 passes here. Come again for the umpteen time. Gollum. Burgess with Bowen. Can they find these spaces in the gaps? And the Newcastle's resolute defence will get past through this landmark goalkeeper that's been on quite well. And goal kick now. Well, time nearly running out for Western United. %70% possession for Western United in the second half. 64% overall, but been quite dominant, especially in the last 20 minutes of the second half. Just was in. Durante, 31 balls in the second half for Western. And looks like they're going to get another one in here again. Yep. And nothing happening there. And a foot race here for Newcastle. They have 2 on 1. But nope. With Durante getting back on their time for Western. And as saying that, Durante, my New Zealand one of the defence player, has been substituted off with Apia as they're desperate to try and score their first goal of the match. Take Kawase. Now we got 3 Jets against 3 Western defenders on the left hand side, so they put a Vartatos side. Failed to kill the game. Do you still believe in Western United? Do you think this can still find this equalising goal? They're trying. It seemed like they might have got it with that offside goal, but as it was offside. So here comes Jewison, Magmar, Demadre, and that ball was way off. That's off target and away from the goal for a goal kick. Missing and Goyos Conte of Western United. Oh, and what's happening here? Western United have got 2 on 3. Well, that was one of the first times Newcastle Jets got caught out at the back. The cameraman nearly missed that one, really. I haven't in the build up. Or something, it was just like numbers spam over forward, and the boss was like 2 or 3 or something. But currently, got Newcastle Jets in the position there, and they're heading towards the corner flag. But he does come back inside with the guard edge and turned over for West United. And maybe he should have got into the corner. As Jackson gives away a foul, so West United with the free kick in a reasonable position. Should push everyone forward, really. Maybe could even get the goalkeeper to go up at this stage. But not happening. And that one was comfortable for the keeper to jump up above the players and push it away. And you just got the 3 minutes of additional time left to go now. Will there be one more opportunity later for Wisdom in Matchway? And that one's straight to comfortable hands Glenn Moss. Now he's going to waste a bit of time before kicking it. Not too much time, but a little bit. I think that will be just about it. But there's still 2 minutes to go. West United are still spinning forward. Yusuf back inside for Wish. That was an opportunity. Reasonable opportunity for this side of Wish. They got swimmed away left as well. They're playing Clemente. Far post are lovely. That's comfortable for Newcastle with no one there. Quickly past that field again. Back they come again for the final minute half with Culver out of there. And now Glenn Moss has got the ball. So he's going to hold on this ball. Wind the clock down. Try and put it out into the corner. And they have to waste quite a bit more time Western United to come back all the way up again. So into the 92nd minute now, just a minute to go. One last chance. possibly. This is going to be an amazing dramatic equaliser. Almost Newcastle going to hold on for their first one of the season. Long range shots there with Fergus, Yusuf. Still holding on to it. Need to cross it in, need to have a shot. Burgess onto his left, onto right. Burgess, ooh, and a little bit over the top. He tried to be the hero outside the area shots, but unable to keep the ball down. And that might just about be it. As we head into the 93rd minute now. So Newcastle Jets' first win of the season is just seconds away now. As Glenn Moss appears to take this goal kick. Eventually, wasting quite a bit of time, but at this stage, probably not much needed. So a couple of kickers in, quickly push forward. There it is. There's the first win of the campaign for Newcastle. Glenn Moss is celebrating, he's happy. The racing winning, surprising, but they did deserve it after their first half performance. Western United quite dominant in the second half, though, as they pushed forwards and was back-to-back shots on target there later on in the second half after that offside goal happened. And on that 70th minutes mark was Western United's best opportunities. So, based on the balance of things, draw was probably about the right result, but well done to Newcastle Jets for getting their first win of the season. We update the stats for the game. Got 18 shots to 15 for Western United. Got 5 shots to 3 for Newcastle Jets. 64% possession for Western United. That's as things end, Newcastle Jets remain 8th place because of their goal difference with 5 points from 5 games. 1 win now, 2 draws, 2 defeats. Western United picking up a loss, so they win 3rd place. 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 defeats. And that will conclude this stream for tonight there. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and comment below on your thoughts on this game. And the other 2 games that's coming up on tomorrow's matches, the likes of Brisbane Roar and Melbourne City. And Sydney FC is playing against Melbourne Victory. Also, if there's other football matches they haven't done any predictions on, you want to talk about them, I'm open to all sorts of comments, not necessarily just football, could be rugby or cricket or netball or other sports, or just any topic in general there. So since I'll reply to all comments there. And thanks for the XTX Blaze and Yun Hu Ku K for making the comments about this live stream here. So I'll catch you later, and I'll see you in the next live stream, hopefully. And thanks for watching.